Breaking news: Federal government identifies 15 terrorism financiers, BDCs, prepares sanctions. The federal government says it has uncovered the identity of 15 entities, including 9 individuals and 6 bureau de change operators and firms, allegedly involved in terrorism financing. Details of the development were revealed by the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit, entitled Designation of Individuals and Entities for March 18, 2024. The document revealed that the Nigeria Sanctions Committee met on March 18, 2024, where specific individuals and entities were recommended for sanction following their involvement in terrorism financing. The Honourable Attorney General of the Federation, with the approval of the President, has thereupon designated the following individuals and entities to be listed on the Nigeria Sanctions List, the document read in part. Among the individuals named in the document was a Kaduna-based publisher, Tukur Mamu, who is currently being tried by the federal government for allegedly aiding the terrorists who attacked the Abuja-Kaduna train in March 2022. According to the document, Mamu participated in the financing of terrorism by receiving and delivering ransom payments over the sum of $200,000 US in support of ISWAP terrorists for the release of hostages of the Abuja-Kaduna train attack. The document said one of the individuals is the suspected attacker of the St. Francis Catholic Church Ondo State on June 5, 2022, and the Kuje Correctional Center, Abuja on July 5, 2022. Another was described as a member of the terrorist group Ansarul Muslimina fi Baladisudum. The group is associated with Al-Qaeda in the Islamic Maghreb. The subject was trained and served under Muqta Bel Mokhtar, aka One-Eyed Out, led Al-Murabtun Katabat of AQIM in Algeria and Mali. The Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit said the individual specializes in designing terrorist clandestine communication code, and he is also an improvised explosive device expert. The subject was also a gatekeeper to ANSARU leader, Muhammad Usman aka Khalid al-Bamawi. Equally, he was a courier and travel guide to AQIM Katabat in the desert of Algeria and Mali. He is into carpentry. The subject fled the Kuje Correctional Center on July 5, 2022. He is currently at large. Another was identified as a senior commander of the Islamic State of West Africa Province Ekene. The agency said the individual came into limelight in 2012 as the North Central wing of Boko Haram. The group is suspected of the attacks carried out around Federal Capital Territory and the Southwest Geographical Zone, including the June 5, 2022 attack on St. Francis Catholic Church, Ondo State. Another was described as a financial courier to ISWAP Ekene. She is responsible for the disbursement of funds to the widows, wives of the terrorist fighters of the group. He was also said to have received a sum of 189 million naira between 2016 and 2018. The same person is said to own entities and business reported in the UEA court judgment as facilitating the transfer of terrorist funds from Dubai to Nigeria. Another individual was said to have received a total of 57 million naira from between 2014 and 2017. Another was said to have had a total inflow of 61.4 billion naira and a total outflow of 51.7 billion naira from his accounts. The document further revealed that, in accordance with Section 54 of the Terrorism, Prevention and Prohibition Act, 2022, institutions and individuals are required to immediately identify and freeze, without prior notice, all funds, assets, and any other economic resources belonging to the designated persons and entities in your possession and report same to the Sanctions Committee. B. Report to the Sanctions Committee any assets frozen or actions taken in compliance with the prohibition requirements. C. Immediately file a suspicious transactions report to the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit for further analysis on the financial activities of such an individual or entity, and D. Report as a suspicious transactions report to the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit all cases of name matching in financial transactions prior to or after receipt of this list. Quote, it said that the freezing obligation required above shall extend to are all funds or other assets that are owned or controlled by the designated persons and entities, and not only those that are tied to a particular act, plot, or threat of terrorism or terrorism financing. B. Those funds or other assets that are wholly or jointly owned or controlled, directly or indirectly, by designated persons or entities. C. The funds or other assets derived or generated from funds or other assets owned or controlled directly or indirectly by designated persons or entities, and D. Funds or other assets of persons and entities acting on behalf of, or at the direction of designated persons or entities. Thank you for joining us today for the latest news. We'll be back with more updates. Until then, have a great day.